If you are feeling consistently unmotivated and are struggling to move the needle forward, know you're not alone. I know some days it can feel like you're on top of the world, and others like you've never been further away from your goals. This is totally normal. When we're hit with these low days, we need to accept the way we feel and learn to work with it and not against it. I've been feeling this way quite a bit recently, and here's what I've been doing to help work with feeling like I don't want to do anything. Raise your hand if you've ever had a day where you woke up and you had wanted to be super productive, but you had zero energy and zero motivation to do anything. That would be me. What's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're gonna be going over ways where you can still be productive even if you feel absolutely unmotivated and have zero energy. Recently, I've been struggling with this quite a bit, especially with allergy season, because I wake up and my nose is super stuffy, my throat hurts, and I just feel very low energy and just not very good. And the last thing I wanna do is put my stuffy self on camera or go sit in front of a computer feeling just completely miserable. But your girl has to keep pushing through, and these are some things that I've been doing that even on days where I don't have an allergy attack and I just feel unmotivated, unproductive, overwhelmed, all of those things, these are what I do to help me still push through those days and get things done towards the goals that I'm trying to achieve. These are all super doable, and if you're feeling overwhelmed, that is totally okay. You are not the only one, and hopefully one or all of these things will help you out if you're also feeling that way. First thing before we do anything is I really want you to accept that this is a totally normal feeling. You are not the only one that feels like you're in a slump, like your mentality is shot and you feel just really unproductive and not wanting to do anything but lay in bed, eat some ice cream, and watch a TV show. I promise you, I'm right there with you. But it's a matter of being able to do the small things to get yourself out of those days, and even if you can just accept feeling unproductive and feeling that low, being able to work with it and still push yourself forward is really where the power comes through, and you can totally do it. You totally can. If any of these tips help you out or inspire you, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get into the tips. So the very first thing that I do on days where I just have no idea where to even start is I make a plan. So this plan is going to feed off of whatever big goal that you have that you're working towards every single day. By doing this, you can work yourself backwards and figure out something small that you can do today. Even though you don't feel like it, you can do this one small thing and know that you're still taking steps towards that goal. And you can break this down into a to-do list. And with this to-do list, you want to just start with the thing that is the easiest thing to do. And by starting with the easiest thing, you're going to prove to yourself that, okay, I feel like crap, but I can actually get things done today. And you'll be able to build on that momentum and just power through whatever you have to do. Sorry, Maddie is scratching on her scratching pad. We'll wait. The next thing is to just start. Get something done. It just overall will help get you out of that unproductive slump and just make you feel so much better. This could be something as simple as starting a load of laundry or just making your bed. That's an accomplishment for that day, and you're gonna build on that positivity and that feel-good feeling of doing something and just keep powering through. This can also be where you fit in maybe like these little 5-minute tasks that we procrastinate because we just don't want to do them or don't have the time to do them. The next thing I love to do, and this seriously helps my productivity so much, and that is to romanticize whatever task you're doing. Make it fun, get cozy, not where you want to fall asleep, but if you're working on the computer or having to do something that is pretty stationary, just get comfy. Get on your comfy clothes, grab your favorite blanket, get a cozy drink, whatever makes you happy. Just romanticize that experience. If you have to study, light a candle and put on your favorite music. Or if you need to go drive somewhere, listen to a podcast that makes you feel really good, or just your favorite playlist. Just romanticize these little tasks that you have to do, and they will make it so much more bearable. And honestly, like, we need to just live our lives, so why not enjoy them? So if you're having to do these things anyway, you may as well make them where you enjoy them. I love to do this in the afternoons, especially if I have a lot of computer work to do. I love to make myself an iced coffee and just sip on that while doing whatever computer work or editing that I have to do. I don't know, there's just, it gives you kind of like a boss energy almost, where you're on the computer, you're drinking your iced coffee, you're getting things done. it's a vibe and it's great, and you can feed off of that energy. It's really nice. So whatever you can do to romanticize your tasks, do that. Maybe getting dressed is a pain. I know I don't really like doing my makeup. That whole process of getting dressed, I just don't feel like it some days, and on those days I just put on my favorite YouTube videos or I listen to some music, and it just helps me get through it and actually enjoy that time instead of sitting in my thoughts and going down a rabbit hole and stressing myself out. My next tip is to set a timer. I love doing this, and my productivity soars whenever I do this, and especially if you don't feel like doing anything, knowing when that definitive end is going to be for that task helps you just get through it. So I'm really bad at putting off certain tasks or certain things because I feel like they're gonna take me so much longer than they actually will. I'll think something is gonna take me 3 hours, and I set my timer for like 30 minutes and I laser focus in on this thing and I get it done. It makes you so much more aware of what you're doing with your time, and I think that's where a lot of us feel like we don't have time, is because we're not accounting for our time and what we're doing, so we're feeling like we're losing it even though we're not. We're just probably wasting it, or it's just not being maximized the way it should be. So things that are not going to take you as long but you think they're going to take you longer, you spend more time putting those things off versus just getting them done. And if you can set your timer, I think the Pomodoro method is something that a lot of people do. So it's like a 25-minute timer and then you take a break every 25 minutes. I would try something like that, but honestly it helps so much knowing like, okay, I'm gonna sit down for 25 minutes with my iced coffee and I'm gonna knock out some of this editing on the computer. It just helps because you know after that 25 minutes you can get a breather, versus if you sit down, you're like, I have this whole video to edit. I don't know, I'm gonna be here for 4 hours. You're probably gonna get distracted. You're probably gonna play on your phone and you're probably not gonna get much done, versus just getting things done in those 25-minute increments and taking little breaks in between. Like I said, this has helped so much in accounting for my time and getting way more done, especially if you don't feel like doing something. Setting a timer helps to also break down these daunting tasks, because a lot of times we don't really feel like doing anything because maybe something is overwhelming us. If you can break it down into these smaller time increments, and it just really helps to tackle these bigger things. Next tip kind of goes along with the last one, but it's to take breaks. It's so important to take breaks and just give your brain a breather, especially if you're having a day where you just feel like you're in a slump. It's nice to just kind of know that you have a break coming, and it's good to give yourself those breaks, because honestly, some days when you feel like that, it's pretty warranted and maybe it's a sign your body needs to rest. So giving yourself that little bit of leniency is good. Just don't get too carried away with it, like go and binge watch a bunch of shows, but it's good to just make sure you're giving yourself breaks, especially going outside. I definitely recommend going outside if you feel like this, because it just gives you so much clarity. It gets you out of your head, it gets you out of your space, it changes your surroundings, gets you fresh air, and the vitamin D from the sunshine is going to make the biggest difference, and it's a natural mood booster, so why not go outside and take breaks? It also gives you that chance to step away from whatever it is that you're doing or something that's stressing you out and come back with more clarity, and it's something that is so simple. We can all do it, so I highly suggest if you are feeling slumpy and crappy, go outside. My next tip is to refresh something in your routine. Shake up something and do something different that'll make you just feel rejuvenated. This could be maybe working in a different space. So like instead of working at your desk, you're gonna go work outside, or instead of working from home, you're gonna go to a cafe. Just change your surroundings, and that will seriously rejuvenate you and make you feel like you can get more things done. A lot of the times we feel pretty slumpy and everything just because we're kind of just bored of things around us. So if you can shake something up and shake up your routine and what you're doing, it'll make you feel even more alive, like you feel like you can actually do something. You could also even just change your home screen on your laptop, or reorganize your phone, or just like rearrange your desk or something. Just something to change your environment will give you such a refresh and make you want to actually do things and pull you out of your unproductive mindset. This really helps me so much because I get so tired of sitting at my desk. Like, I just don't like sitting there for a long period of time. I move around a lot whenever I work on my laptop especially, so I'll like spend a little bit of time at my desk and then I'll go out to our patio and I'll sit out there for a long time. I probably spend most of my time time there, but definitely out there. And my very last tip is to get yourself ready. I feel so much more confident and I'm so much more productive when I actually put an effort into getting myself together. A lot of the times, if I work from home, I'm a real estate agent and I'm also a content creator, so there are days where I just have a lot of stuff that I need to do at home on my computer, or just I don't have to physically see anybody that day. I let myself wear whatever I like, put in the least amount of effort possible to getting ready. And some days that's fine and you need that, but honestly, if it's a day where you're just feeling pretty low and unmotivated, if you're able to put some effort into your outfit, maybe wearing like your favorite shirt or your favorite dress or your favorite whatever makes you feel really good, and you're able to maybe put in a little extra time into your makeup or to curl your hair or do something, and also romanticize doing that because you probably don't feel like it, so that goes back to our romanticizing the task. But if you're able to put in a little bit of extra effort into your appearance, as superficial as that may sound, it really does boost your confidence, it boosts your productivity, and it makes you feel like you're way more put together, you're ready to tackle the day, and it's an instant game changer. Especially for me, I can definitely tell a difference from like if I do the bare minimum with my hair, you know, versus if I take the time to wave it or curl it. I'm way more excited to film, I'm more likely to film, I'm more likely to put myself in positions to take advantage of certain opportunities. Even if I'm just at home, it just helps me so much and it makes me feel like a boss woman. It's something so simple, everyone can do it if you're able to take that extra time for yourself and just make yourself feel really good, really put together, and I promise you it will make you feel way more motivated and way more productive. Alright you guys, well that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope that it helped you out. I've been struggling with feeling unmotivated and very unproductive lately and in a slump, and it's totally fine. It is totally normal, and you should never make yourself feel bad about that. It's just about doing the little things that you can do on those days to try to pull yourself out of it, or you know, accept it but also learn to work with it. So I really hope that today's video helped you out if you're also feeling that way, and please feel free to comment down below and let's create a community here where we can motivate each other and just have a great time together. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.